Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 9 cast reaction! I got really excited there.
I could only be more excited if they'd given us an actual release date.
What's up with that? They're like, oh, coming in spring, and then like in the subtext, coming in March. And I'm like, but March when? Is it on Thursdays? Is it on Mondays? I need to know. But like really have to know. I have dodgeball, so I need to know. First things first, shout out to our wine sponsor, Wink, trywink.com/moviebitches. You get $20 off your first month. Perfect to try out while you watch season 9 of Drag Race. So, let's get into it.
Well, so we're gonna break down our complete, what would you call it?
First reactions.
Our immediate reaction to the Meet the Queen videos. I needed the immediate. I don't know why.
First wasn't immediate enough. You really needed it to be.
It wasn't enough.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Like our guttural, our like gut reaction, to the Meet the Queen videos, to Ru's fabulous paper crimped Ice Queen Mama.
I don't think it's paper. It looks like Naomi's newspaper.
It looks like Naomi's newspaper, but you know, it has like a paper look.
Yes, like an origami.
It doesn't look like fabric. I mean, it probably is, but
yeah, it looked like origami,
she looks like
silver.
Like some under the sea anemone, like some creature.
So yeah, they had like the teaser promo,
and it's like drastic times call for
drastic
measures, and I was like, yeah. And then
we needed America's Next Drag Superstar now more than ever. And I'm like, yeah, that's damn right, Ru.
It's like, amen, Ru. We do need America's Next Drag Superstar.
If there's anything to get me through these next few months, it's Drag Race.
It's Drag Race. Like, I need it in my life.
For reals, though. And then they had an individual Meet the Queen for each queen.
Yes.
So first off was Aja.
I don't know.
She came off
annoying,
clueless and annoying.
So she says, I got my drag name from a Bollywood movie.
I don't know what it's called, but it had that little song that was like, Jimmy, Jimmy, Aja. And I was like, I like that. And I absolutely have no idea what it means.
Like she says, I don't know what the word means either. It just seemed real lackadaisical.
Yeah.
Her age was showing.
Yes.
I'm 22 years old. I had to think about that.
Just Jesus Christ, good God, get a grip, girl.
The 5 Gs.
But like seriously, I don't know, she's like, I don't do things like that normal people or that people would normally do. Not in terms of drag, I was just like, what are you talking about?
I will call everyone out and always speak the truth. That's good.
I zoned out.
Yeah.
And her color scheme was kimchi's color.
Right.
It was like that blue with the purple.
Yep.
She looked good.
She did.
I just found her personality to be like contradictory. So like she's acting very low energy and just like, I'm a fierce competitor.
Like, you're like, are you?
Are you? I don't know. You seem real bored or something.
I'm just a crazy person.
Maybe it'll be a Pearl situation.
Maybe.
Right? Where like she seems really blasé, really flazé-da, shall we say, but there's actually more going on. Or whatever.
Right.
I'll cross my fingers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. For me, it seemed like she didn't bother to know any like her story or references or anything. Like if you can't even know the reference behind your own drag name, then like how the hell are you gonna have an outfit that has good references?
That's what I checked out, when she was like, I don't even know why I named myself.
And that was the first thing that she said, so I'm just like, okay, bye. Next is Alexis Michelle, who
I loved.
She
into it.
Super into it. She seems like she knows what she's doing. Her outfit was gorgeous with these little like iridescent.
It was like if Glinda the Good Witch was at the Fortress of Solitude, and I loved it.
I really liked it.
Like the makeup was so complimentary to the colors of the outfit. Like it just was like yes.
Yeah, it really worked.
Basically, it was a yes.
She seems like one of the top contenders for me.
I hope so. She seemed great.
Curve, swerve, glamour, class, a little touch of prostitute, and of course, smug.
So then next
Yes.
is apparently the oldest queen ever on Drag Race, which is mind-boggling. I can't wait to see her out of drag because I'm confused.
And I'm years old.
If she's the oldest queen, she has preserved herself well.
Right?
She looks great.
She looks great. So it's Charlie Hides.
Charlie Hides.
From
London.
Yeah. And she seems also fabulous.
My side hustle is I'm a butt double for Britney Spears.
I just can't older than Vivacious?
Older than
Tempest du jour?
I've almost said soup du jour.
What's the soup du jour? It's the soup of the day.
That sounds good. I'll have that.
That sounds good, I'll have that. Older than Chad?
Right?
I don't know.
Well, she kind of was giving me some Chad vibes.
Sure, she has this great Philip Treacy hat going on. Cause half her face is covered, right, by this hat.
Yes.
It was very Phantom of Paradise, 70s, maybe what's under this mask? Sure. I want to know.
Yeah.
Maybe that half of her face is aged and the other half hasn't. I don't know.
I don't know, but she looks good.
She did.
So then next, Eureka
O'Hara, which I immediately was like, is she in the house of Fifi?
Maybe it's another Gone with the Wind thing, or maybe she's in the family of Fifi.
I mean, I feel like she would have said that. Or maybe she wouldn't.
Right. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and say this.
Yeah.
She's on my short list for first to go home.
Whoa! She talked about her drag persona in the third person a lot, which made me less connected to her. She'd be like, oh, Eureka does this.
Eureka's really known in her profession as someone who is high energy, very smiley, very positive, but also as a dancing queen.
So Eureka is like this, and sometimes I like that if it's being sassy, but it was more just there was a disconnect.
Well, I think the key is Jessica Wilde talks about
Jessica talks about
Jessica Wilde.
But when she's in drag, she's like, Jessica is everything. She's just I'm into it. I don't know. There was some sort of disconnect for me.
Yeah.
She has sort of this divine, less trash, but a divine sort of look with the hair up, and this kind of thing going on. She talked a lot about her weight, which is always a red flag for bigger queens for me.
Did she talk a lot about it?
I am big. I like to push the boundaries and the molds that the bigger community's been given and do things that they don't expect a big girl to do. She's just big and loud for a fat girl to finally win this competition.
And I'm all on board for a big girl to win, but it does seem like when a big girl is only, not confidence, but the only thing she wants to talk about is the fact that she's big, it ends up getting in her own way.
Yeah.
Where Latrice was never about being a big queen.
No.
She was just fucking Latrice Royale.
Exactly.
That wasn't what it was about.
Right.
And for me, whenever big queens are that's all I want to talk about, it's a red flag.
She was giving me kind of some pork chop, ooh, better than, I like pork chop. I don't know. I just feel you're probably going to go home very early. And I'm sorry
She made a real awkward Eureka vacuum joke.
She just didn't have any charisma for me.
And I just looked at my vacuum cleaner and was like, Americans will be able to spell that out and sound it out. So I became Eureka.
I did appreciate that she mentioned Eureka's castle. Because I was like, yes? Do you remember Eureka's castle from Nickelodeon?
No.
It's this weird puppet. Anyway, Eureka's Castle was a little kid show on Nickelodeon. That was kind of
she seemed really sweet.
Yes.
But just kind of low energy and a little boring for me. And maybe we'll see, maybe that was just the questions they were asking, all of them were real,
and this is all
blah.
very overly produced.
Yes.
And could be in the editing and the questioning.
Sure. So.
Yes.
Next up is Pheromones.
Moan.
Oh, sorry. Pheromone.
Not plural. Although I feel like plural would be funnier.
Sure. She didn't seem to get her own name.
So she's like, I named myself after Farrah Fawcett, and Moan, well, that's because I'm a slut. And I was like, but also pheromone.
Right?
I give off no? She didn't bring it up, and I was like, that can't.
Or maybe she did and they cut it. I don't know.
That was the mystery.
It was a little weird.
I literally, the only thing I wrote down about her was, oh, she looks like Courtney Act's little sister.
Sure.
And then I wrote, she seems boring.
she
I'm sorry, but literally I was like...
Well, so she kept talking about how she's fetishy.
Fetishy.
Might not get a lot from her.
So next up was James Mansfield, who I love.
Love.
His look was like some combination of, but I'm a cheerleader and like Cinderella. And I wasn't mad about it.
No.
Like I was like, yep. She's got a great little voice.
Yep.
And personality.
Yep.
And I'm from the Antarctic prison known as Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yes, I'm loving all of this.
Yeah.
You are cheerful and energetic and like super cute, and I'm on board.
Yeah, she totally shaded Vivacious.
I'm walking art, but not like Vivacious. I'm pretty.
I'm excited to see more from her.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that goes.
I dug her. I was into it.
I was into it too. She seems like kind of smart and fun.
I mean, her name is James Mansfield.
Right.
I was like, yes.
Right. She gets it, and I'm excited. So next up,
Yes.
Kimora
Black.
Yeah.
Who was very vapid.
Yeah. She was really annoying to me.
Straight guys love me, gay guys love me, drag queens love me. I'm a really hot guy. Like, I would totally date myself.
Straight men love to hit on me. Every time I've gone out in drag, I've gotten hit on by a straight guy, so I must be doing something right.
Nope. Bitch boo bye. And it's just playing with those little strappies around her boobs, and it's like, stop fidgeting. I don't know.
Stop fidgeting.
Something just struck a chord and I didn't like it.
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe
But she
she's
literally
not.
was
But
like,
she
I'm
really...
like a Barbie. Like
Yeah.
a real life Barbie. Like if I was a Barbie, I'd be a Barbie. Barbie? Well, Barbie's really lost all meaning.
I think she only said Barbie once. But...
Nope.
Barbie, the Barbie box. Rich, hot, platinum blonde Barbie.
It might not have been as many as 8, but it was at least 3.
Okay.
She was like, Barbie. Like a Barbie? Like a life-size Barbie. If she had referenced life-size, I would have been into it.
Yes.
But she didn't.
Nope.
She was giving me more like Angeline Barbie realness.
Oh my gosh. So next up, Nina Bonina Brown.
Oh my god, love.
Love her.
Love.
So at first I was like, oh, so it's Acid Betty? And then I was like, no, because she's fabulous.
No, it was like Creature from the Black Lagoon, Acid Betty, Nina Flowers.
Yeah.
Like it was like, yes. This is what I want from an avant-garde.
Yeah, well, she just seems like she's a hoot and a half.
My first drag name was MovieBitches. And then it was Lady Guinevere, but people couldn't spell that. They would call me Lady Guinea Pig.
Like really fun, but like gets it, experimental, but like doing some cool things, and I'm on board to see
Well,
where this goes.
What did she say? She's like, this outfit was inspired by grape Kool-Aid. She's like what I feel like Dax exclamation point. Oh, I hate saying it. It's just so hard. It doesn't want to come out of my mouth.
No.
Like wants to be.
Yeah.
You know, like where it's like sort of nerdy and anime and video game and weird and avant-garde and like all these
sorts of stuff coming together.
of things, but like yes.
It worked.
But like it worked.
I'm excited.
And her personality was like so fun.
I feel like I'm just like a judge on Law and Order this episode where I'm just like, I want to see where this goes.
Right.
I'll allow it. But I want to see where this goes.
I'm holding you in contempt.
Next up,
Yes.
Peppermint.
Oh my god.
I'm like obsessed.
A revelation.
Right?
I loved
She
her.
was just lovely.
She looks like she's in like a choir robe. Like it looks like when Sister Act went to Broadway and like in the third act they get fabulous bejeweled like choir robes, right? And it's like, yes, here's the finale. Like I was like head to toe. Yes, Sister Mary Clarence. Yes.
Sure, but
like,
she was giving me
fabulous.
like, she was giving me this like old TV realness, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm serving you up some Andorra real." I was like,
Yeah.
"Yes."
I did love that she threw that in there. She's like,
Yeah.
oh, here's this.
And this little thing, I'm like, but absolutely.
It was so good. She just and she's the first transgendered woman to be out and participating.
Right.
The confidence that I bring to my everyday life as a trans woman and win the first transgender winner.
And she seems amazing. I really
She
liked
seems
her.
really great.
Like, just nice and fun and
Yeah,
like, amazing.
I'm like really excited about her. So then next up is Sasha
Velour.
Yes. Thank you.
Remember, she gives a whole explanation
About how velour is a
velour.
replacement for velvet. I'm like, sure, that's true.
She seemed very intelligent.
Yeah, she wasn't like know-it-all-y.
No, but she has like opinions on drag and
Sure.
like, can eloquently put sentences together and
Sure.
wasn't just saying the word Barbie repeatedly, you know, like it was like, oh, you
Or
are...
fetish.
Or fetish. She's also in this sort of great Philip Tracy hat.
Okay.
With...
So,
Yes.
she was serving me some like Angina meets Violet Chachki meets like Teletubby Big Bird.
In 1958.
Sure.
Like, I kind of loved it.
I kind of did too.
Like, it all was presented very... It was like
It was
well
cohesive.
put together. It was cohesive. She had like a cartoon painted unibrow, which I was all about.
It was a thing. It worked.
Like club kid avant-garde fashion.
I liked it.
I was into it.
I was like, you seem to have a point of view and like a personality, and I'm on board
Like,
for
I
that.
think she has references and she can back them up.
Exactly.
I think that drag is the art form of the queer imagination. So it's all about beauty that goes beyond gender.
I think she's sort of going to be in that vein of Thorgy where she thinks a lot. And I hope it doesn't get in her own way like it did with Thorgy.
Yeah.
But she seems to be very cerebral.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. So next,
Yes.
Shea Coulee.
Right. Shea Coulee. I was on the fence.
Yeah.
Her look was very African.
I
National
liked, she said like
Geographic,
Queen Nefertiti, like it's...
jeweled,
Yep.
you know, like it had a lot of references. She was a lot of, I'm beautiful, I'm fabulous,
I'm gorgeous, I'm talented, I can sew, I can dance, I can act, I can sing, I can put my legs behind my head.
She was sort of putting on a personality for me. She had a bit of, this is my moment, Laganja. Not so severe with, it's God, mama, but like there was this just percentage of, is this your real personality?
Right.
And yeah, girl, I'm just sickening the house down, boots, gaga, yes.
And I hope she opens up her vulnerability and like shows what, because I could just tell she was putting on a facade. It seemed like a jukebox of like, what's the next line? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Miss Coulee, if you nasty. I woke up like this. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
We'll see, because like I'm sure going through the, you know, they're asking you questions and you're coming.
Her look was interesting.
It was.
I just feel like her personality didn't shine true to me.
Yeah. I think I wrote down that she was gonna probably make it, like, get kicked off, like, third.
You really wrote a lot of predictions.
Well, you know, it's fun to be like, how far is she gonna go? Probably not that far.
It depends on if she, like, channels Grace Jones and, like, becomes just, like, fuck yes.
But, like, don't you think that, like, Nina Bonina is gonna give you a lot more Grace Jones?
Yes! I hope so.
What's her name?
Shea Coulee.
Yeah. So then next, Trinity Taylor.
Who is she?
So she is who I wrote down was first to go.
Oh yeah, I genuinely don't remember.
Oh my god. So she was wearing, she looked like Candyland exploded.
Oh, she was the real gaudy, tacky pageant one. I feel bad.
I feel bad too.
That I forgot about her. It's a look, right? Like,
yeah.
There is time and effort put into it, right? It looked like she had the big jewels on her ears. It looked like sort of, what was that season 3 episode with Manila, which she's like the monkey and they're in like the space.
Yeah.
You know, like, it was, I don't know what it was.
I don't either.
It's not my aesthetic.
No. But I didn't necessarily even mind that, although it was just kind of like a lot of like
blue
color candy jewel vomit. But she seems sweet.
I come from pageants, so I'm very competitive. I'm gonna claw my way to the top.
We both Road seems nice.
She did seem nice.
She seems perfectly lovely.
Yeah.
She's really great.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe she'll turn it out and be like, what? And I'll be like, holy shit, I just gagged over that look. What? Or maybe she'll go home first. So,
last.
But not least.
Oh my god, so far from least. Valentina.
Valentina.
Who might be my favorite.
Maybe.
I loved her.
Like, really loved.
She's got this, like, Anne Margaret, 60s Little Mermaid, like, fucking, I just loved it.
I really was living for it.
Her
I was like, you are just a little firecracker, and I am having fun with this.
She seemed like fun, funny, relatable, like talented. Like I was all in on Valentina, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
I noticed,
just, like,
but
love this.
Yes.
My name is Valentina. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a little girl.
Yes. I literally wrote, yes.
Yes. Approved. Like, just like, yes.
And she was the only one that I remembered. Valentina was the only one I remembered being from LA. And I was like, represent. And she like just felt like an LA girl to me.
Like I was just like, yes.
And what's fun is that like, I mean, we've had a lot of like Latina girls from Puerto Rico.
Right.
But like, I don't feel like we've had like an LA Latina girl, like drag queen, and she is just like everything.
I loved it. I'm excited.
I am too.
Oh, so sidebar. I'm really excited because I didn't like hate anyone. I mean, there was like a couple of like ands.
Oh, so make sure to subscribe so that you get all of our videos. We're going to finish up season 2.
Yeah.
Reunion is coming out next week. We just posted the finale. If you haven't watched them all, go back and watch them all. Click that link right there.
Yeah.
There's season 2, season 1, season 8.
Yes.
All Stars 2. There's like a lot of Drag Race shit for you to watch from us while you get yourself ready and prepared for season 9.
I'm so excited.
I'm like really excited. I think this is gonna be a really good season.
It seems
because there
like
seems like a lot of really talented ass bitches. You know? Because like season 8, you're kind of like, ooh, it's a little thin.
Who's gonna be the Derek Barry of this season?
Oh god.
It might be Kimora Black. I don't know.
Heard it here first.
I think she was from Vegas too.
She was!